Hello, everybody. It is I.
Ow.
I'm back. I got a call from my agent, and she said, Jamie Paige wants you back really quickly. And I said, I'll have to check my schedule. I mean, I'm really booked, but I pushed some things aside, and I was able to make it.
Well, today I'm actually really excited for this particular Trudi mom collaboration because we are going to be trying the same products, and not just any products. We are both going to be using my everyday favorites. So we are going to do a full face using all of my favorite products for everyday currently. And some of these products my mom has never really used before. Some of them she has, and they're her own favorites as well. And she's just going to be giving her thoughts on the products that I love.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they go on her and how they go on old me. So, you know.
You're not so old.
Well, you know, it's difference in skin completely.
A portion of today's video is also in partnership with Josie Maran, which is so exciting.
That is exciting.
Yes, it really is, because we're going to be using my favorite concealer, one of my favorite concealers, the Josie Maran Vibrancy. It's a concealer that I've been using for years and years and years. It's been part of my everyday routine for a really long time, and now it's part of my mom's too.
It is.
So we'll talk about that when we get there, but without further ado,
Let's start.
So the first product that we're going to use is going to be SPF. Applying your SPF right before you apply your makeup after your skincare routine is obviously really important. I don't normally show this step in my tutorials, and I always get comments being like, Jamie, why aren't you applying your SPF?
But
so
you are.
I will apply it today, and this actually works as a really great base as well. It's the Josie Maran Broad Spectrum SPF 47. This is one of my favorite.
I've used that for 3 years.
Sunscreens. Have you?
Yes, I have. I used that because you told me about it a long time ago.
I really do like this specifically for before makeup. I find it just gives such a nice hydrating base to the face as well.
Pumps them away.
Oh God, and it is actually a little bit tinted.
Oh, the one I have isn't tinted.
Yeah.
Is it the same thing?
It's not like majorly tinted. It just has a little bit of like a light tint to it. So we're just gonna apply a little bit everywhere.
I love the smell of it.
I know, me too. It's like one of those few SPFs that just doesn't smell.
You always put much more stuff than me.
Well, for SPF, you do need to apply.
So I have to use everything that was in my hand?
Yeah, you want to protect your skin or what?
Wow.
Do you put SPF on every single day?
Of course.
You're a liar. That's your lying face.
I don't have a lying face.
You do. So now moving on to primer. Now, if you've been watching my Instagram lives lately, because I have been doing them pretty often now. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Jamie Paige Beauty. But I've been using this particular primer so much on my lives, and I really, really love the way that it makes my foundation look. It really does add a lot of hydration and glow to the skin, and I think you're really gonna like this too, because my mom really loves a good hydrating primer. So this is another Josie Maran product. It's the Makeup Priming and Highlighting Oil.
Oh, I have nothing like that.
No?
No.
It's an argan oil base with a nice kind of iridescent illuminator in it. You only need a couple drops.
Thank you.
And you want to put it everywhere.
There's a very pretty...
You see? It's kind of like, again, an iridescent...
Yeah, it's like holographic looking.
It is when you squeeze it out, but when you put it on, it doesn't actually look
What is
crazy.
This? This smells...
It smells amazing. Eh?
What is it? Lemon.
Oh, so it does smell a little lemony.
Lemon.
So you want to apply this everywhere, Mom.
On your lips too?
I mean, no.
Oh, too late.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like that.
Like, you would think that because it's like that really iridescent finish that it really would be super intense on the skin, but it's not at all. It just gives like such a gorgeous
and it doesn't stay greasy at all.
No, which is why I like it. Like, it doesn't make your foundation slip off when you put it on. So now moving on to the tinted moisturizer. This has been my current everyday go-to. It's a Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. Wait, didn't I give this to you?
I didn't try it, but you did give it to me, but I haven't put it on.
Okay,
again, because, you know, not doing much. Sorry.
Just staying home all the time.
Just staying home with a naked face.
But I love this because it's very, very natural looking. I find it pairs really well with this primer as well. Like, it really gives like such a nice glow. If you have dry skin, this is a beautiful combo.
Is it similar to the Laura Mercier?
It's not far off. I mean, a tinted moisturizer...
No, they're different.
Like,
well, we'll see.
They're definitely different, but I don't know. Try it out. You'll see what you think.
And
I only use about that much, honestly, for my entire face.
And how are we applying this?
I apply it with a brush. You can apply it however you
No,
want.
I have my great two-ended brush that I love. This one.
Okay. What's it from?
This is from It Cosmetics. I got it when I bought a jumbo CC cream
You got it on
thing,
a
and I
deal.
got it like on a deal, and it's actually one of my favorite brushes.
Yeah, Cosmetics has really good foundation
This is
brushes.
good for your eye area. This is great for your face area.
Well, I'm using another dual-ended brush. This is the Huda Beauty Build and Buff brush, which I really have been liking for foundation.
Wow, that's very pretty, very natural looking.
See, doesn't it give like such a nice glow?
So a question.
Yeah.
If I like everything I'm using here, do I get to keep it?
No, these are my personal products.
not.
Who do you think you are, my mother or something? Okay, let me look at the foundation on you. Wow.
It's super nice. And you know what? I love the oil underneath. Because look, it's a glowing.
I find, you know what I found that did for you? The foundation or whatever the combo was, I actually found that it kind of smoothed your skin a little bit. Like it made it look really
She's
like,
talking about smooth my skin,
you know?
isn't it? All the time?
Yes, but extra.
Extra.
Okay, so next we're gonna do concealer because for every day I haven't really been doing like anything crazy in my eyes. So I do basically my entire base and then I move on to my eyes.
Me
do
too.
you do the same thing?
Exactly the same.
Okay, amazing. So for the concealer, we are going to be using, of course, the Joyce Moran Vibrancy. Like I said, this has been a concealer that I have been using for years and years and years. It's one of my favorite hydrating concealers. It has a beautiful medium coverage, and it doesn't look heavy or cakey. It's kind of just a perfect everyday formula, even beyond an everyday formula. It's just an amazing concealer.
Jamie gave me this to try about 6 weeks ago, and it is now in my top 3, actually 2. And I asked her, why didn't you tell me this before? It's fantastic. It's lightweight. It covers. It stays on. It doesn't crease. It's perfect.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it.
I love it. I actually love it.
So I have 2 shades here. I have fair and medium. I use medium around my face and then fair underneath my eyes. So we're gonna go in first with fair. I'm gonna apply underneath my eyes, like kind of right in a little crease,
And I put it,
in the inner corner and on the outer corner.
see, I don't put as much. I just do it here and on my lid to cover any veins that I have.
Okay, so I'm just gonna blend it out with the other side of my brush. So you can see my under eyes look really nice and bright because we did use the lighter shade, but now I'm gonna go in with the medium shade. And I'm just going to put this anywhere where I want, just a little bit more coverage, which is honestly typically not many places, just around my nose and on my chin. This isn't highlighting because it is a little bit darker. It's just covering. Okay, and then I am actually also going to take a little bit of the fair shade and I'm going to put this on the bridge of my nose just to highlight, and also in the center of my forehead. I don't know if you want to do the same thing.
No, I don't do that. I just don't like to see the texture on my skin, and I find the more you put on, the more you see.
Can I just try something though on you? Okay, so I'm going to highlight a bit for you because I actually think it'll look fine. I'm gonna just do the center of your face. Because you're right, you don't ever really do this, but I'm gonna do exactly what I did basically.
See?
No, it just looks funny before I blend it out.
Let me see.
Subtle. You see how that kind of just brought light there?
Really?
Yeah, and a little bit on the chin. I'm not applying a lot. It's just, sorry. Haven't applied makeup on somebody else in a really long time.
She's not applying a lot. Okay, I'll do that. As long as it's lightweight and sheer like this is, then it doesn't look
Yeah,
funny.
it's not
But
gonna
if
look
it's a
heavy.
thick concealer, I don't think it would work on me.
Okay, so the next step that I do is I like to set my under eyes, and I have been using this Pat McGrath under eye powder. I actually think you're really gonna like this because it's a super fine powder. And I find it just like sets it, but you don't see it.
Oh, cool.
So I'm excited for you to try
I've
this.
never
actually.
used that. The only one I always use is the
Try it.
Hourglass Veil.
Okay, so I just apply underneath my eyes. And kind of like wherever I put the concealer, so sometimes the center of my face, but I don't pick up more. I only go in with like one shot. That's how I don't over apply it.
Well, I'm using a very light hand, so I think I'm good.
I would love to hear your thoughts on this because you're so picky with powder.
I have to look at it closely.
Okay.
Stand by. Well, my thoughts on it are that it doesn't look like I have anything on. So did I do anything?
Well, does it feel sticky when you, like, does it feel wet when you press?
No.
It feels set.
Wow.
Good, right?
Magic powder.
I know, it's very, very
Wait, I want to
good.
try some more.
Well, the whole point is that you don't over apply it so that it doesn't look heavy. If you apply more, that kind of defeats the purpose.
It doesn't look like I have anything.
And it smooths your skin too. I love it. Wow.
Wow.
Put that to the shopping list.
Okay.
Base is pretty much done, so let's move on to color for the face. So the bronzer that I've been loving and using, I just recently mentioned this, the Ilia Novelty Night Light Bronzing Powder. It's very pigmented though, so you got to be careful.
It looks very, I don't know if that color is going to work for
It
me.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pick up, cap off the excess,
Yes, I do that.
and then I stir my cheekbone,
I find sometimes when I put on bronzer,
and I put it on my temples, and then
Yeah.
whatever's left over, I bring it down. So I really concentrate the majority like here, and
I
then
know, but
bring
on
the
you it
leftover
always
down.
looks like so perfect. On me, I don't know. You're going to see. Tap, 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 tap. Here?
Yes, right there.
Okay. So where your blush would
You're
be.
like not even touching your skin.
No, I
Your
am.
problem is that like
I'm
because like you see how like I go in, the brush is like moving onto my skin.
Okay, so here,
it
they're
just
moving,
helps. It
moving.
helps it blend. You know, when you have a little bit of pressure.
Okay, I have pressure, but so you're doing it. I sometimes do it too low.
Yeah.
I'm doing it more in the hollows of my cheek.
No,
instead
I
of-
like doing it higher because obviously it
Yes, no, I heard that on your
On my
tutorial.
tutorial.
Listen,
Yeah.
when we used to do my face, I always used to wipe off half of it. It's true because you
rude.
put on it looked good.
It's really funny because
but
when
I
I,
don't like
when
that
I did
feeling.
work as a makeup artist very briefly, and I did my mom's makeup, like she was the only makeup that I could not do.
Because I do my makeup good.
No, but she hated almost every time that I would do her makeup.
Not really. I didn't hate it. That's not
little
true.
bit.
No, I just found it that when I looked at myself in my,
You're just very particular.
in my magnified mirror, I saw the makeup, and I don't like that.
Well, how do you feel about this look so far?
So far, I'm loving it
Like-
because it doesn't look like I have too much stuff.
And
on.
I actually think that bronzer color is beautiful on you.
yeah, it's good.
What I really like about this bronzer is that it has a really nice golden undertone. And I feel like it's really, really flattering. It's hard to find bronzers that are this golden.
It's true. I would have thought that would be too yellow on me or green.
No, I actually
know?
think this actually suits your
Yeah,
tones
I
very
could see
nicely.
that. I could see that now. It's looking good.
Okay, so next blush.
Oh.
This is like kind of a bit of an orangey blush, but it's actually gorgeous. And I
Yeah.
think, again, your tones
Yes.
for sure. So this is the Rare Beauty Love Blush. It's a cream blush. You like the Rare Beauty blushes based off of her Rare Beauty review that she did on my channel.
Yes.
And this has been my current favorite, my current go-to. I don't know if you remember, but with the Rare Beauty blushes, you have to be very, like, this is enough for both of us.
Oh, okay,
You know?
perfect.
So you need a very, very small amount.
Do you use it with a beauty blender?
I usually like to blend it actually with like a buffing brush.
You used a quarter
I
of what you put on your
and
hand.
I even apply too much, but it's easy to fix. That's the only thing with Rare Beauty blushes is like you just got to be really careful with how you apply because
Oh, I
that
didn't get
happens.
anything on.
And it also dries down quickly, so you want to work one cheek at a time, kind of. So I'm taking my foundation brush and I'm just going over it, which is something that I typically do anyway with my cream blushes, just to kind of really melt it into the skin, especially if they're getting a little bit finicky.
I also put my blush on my eye over here.
I actually also like to put my blush on my eye, especially for every day when I'm not really doing like a full-on eye look. It's just a nice way to tie the blush into the rest of the face, even across the nose.
It makes such a difference to
really
to
does.
just give a swipe, and you're not even really putting that much color.
It makes it look more intentional almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so blush is done. Now highlighter. I'm not sure how you're gonna feel about this because I don't know if you like powder highlighters.
Sure.
But I've been loving the Vive Holy Chic Nova Glow highlighter. And you guys know,
Holy
like, I am
chic.
not a powder highlighter gal. Like, I like creams, I like liquids. I haven't used powder highlighters. Like, I don't use them that often. When you see this, it looks a little bit intense, but somehow it just kind of meshes onto the skin in the most beautiful way. It doesn't look stripy. It doesn't look like boom highlighter, but it still gives you that really nice intense
Can we
glow.
put that on our eyelids too? Could you, if you wanted to?
Of course, you can do whatever you want, but we're not doing that today.
We're
'cause
not
I have
doing
other
that today.
plans.
We have other plans.
So I'm gonna grab a little bit of the powder on this little highlighter brush, and I'm just going to start to really buff it onto the tops of cheekbones. And I find buffing it like this is really, it gives the best effect. I like to put it right in the cheekbone, and then I kind of put it on the apple of my cheek too. And I also connect it onto my brow bone as well. That's my little highlighter routine.
Merci.
So let me know what you think. Do you normally apply highlighter every day?
Every day, if I'm putting on makeup, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you like it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Super, super sheer golden color.
That's the best way to describe
And you
it.
don't see a line. It's just, it's melting in with everything else.
Ooh, look at the little monitor.
Nice.
Ooh.
Really pretty.
So this look is
Really
really all
pretty.
about just like hydrated,
Thank
juicy,
you.
glowy skin. No, absolutely not.
Wow.
The next thing that I do is my brows. Have you used this yet? You haven't, have you?
What is it?
It's the M Cosmetics Brow Cream. Okay, so my mom is using the shade dark brown, I believe, or brunette, or whatever. What is it? You're not gonna be able to see. It's so small, brunette. And I'm actually gonna be using the shade Ebony. Never have I ever purposefully used like a super, super dark, like a black, practically brow product, because obviously I don't have black hair, but I've been really loving very intense brows for every day, especially when I'm not wearing a lot on my eyes. I just feel like it frames the face nicely, and yeah, it's not like as intense as you would think it would be.
Okay.
So I'm using Ebony. My mom is using brunette because black would just not look right on her. And basically what I like to do, Mom, is I build up the product first in the midpoint of my brow.
Yeah, because you don't want too much in the front.
And
or
then
at
I
the
go
ends.
towards the end. And then I use whatever is left over in the front. And I don't put a lot of pressure throughout this whole process because it's very pigmented. It literally fills in your brows.
Yeah, but I need that filling in, so I'm gonna put a little bit more pressure than you.
Okay. As I've mentioned a million times, I really like this because it fills in your brows, sets them in place, and
Wow.
you can get like a really nice, thick-looking, groomed brow with like zero effort, and that's why I love it.
It kind of really feels like it's grabbing your brows and
And pushing it
it's
where
not,
you want
you're
it.
just not like, it's not like a spoolie where it's just going through.
No, that's what makes it different, is that it actually, like, you could be precise with it.
Don't have my glasses on. Did I get everywhere?
Yep. Do you find that you would want to go in more with like another pencil for your brows?
Maybe in the front a little bit because I'm missing hair, so I need to, fill it in.
For the eyeshadow, really have not been doing much, but I have been really liking using this M Cosmetics Divine Skies eyeshadow palette. It just has a nice selection of pinky tones, nice everyday
that's
soft
nice.
tones. And I really just been using like this brown on my outer corner. And then I take this shade and put it on my lid, and that's it. Okay, so I'm just taking a blending brush.
A blending
And I'm
brush.
taking the brown in the palette. I just apply it on the outer corner of my eye, and I flick it kind of outwards to just give a little bit of shape.
Yeah.
And then I put the rest into the crease. And whatever's left over my brush, I almost blend it all over my lid, just so it gives a nice like shadow. And that's really it. Like, I don't want anything super defined. I just want a little something. And then sometimes I'll take a little bit and just run it under my lower lash line just to add a little bit of something. And then I'll go in with my finger, grab this like rose gold shade, and just put that on the rest of my lid. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the lightest shade in here,
And put it on the top.
and I'm going to put it in the center of the lid.
Oh, center.
Just to add a little bit of like a glow on the eyes, because I like when the face is especially glowy for the eyes to have the same type of glow. Again, it kind of just makes everything look nice and cohesive.
Me too. And I sometimes use a gold creamy pencil to do that. Are our eyes twinning? I know what you could get me for the holidays.
Yeah.
This entire look.
Next, I like to spray my face with a setting spray before I apply my mascara, because it just makes sense. If you apply a setting spray on mascara, sometimes it could go places where you don't want it to go.
Okay, this is something I don't do on a regular basis.
Why?
I just, I don't know, I do it like when I'm going out, it's like a nighttime makeup, because generally I'm putting on more makeup. So I feel like it's actually doing something. But if it's just daytime, I don't usually put on maybe so many things on my face first. So
Yeah, that's fair.
does it actually, do anything?
I do find it does something. I have been using and actually really liking the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I was unsure about this when I started using it, but I really do find that it helps to lock in my makeup, and it's also a hydrating spray as well, so that doesn't hurt when you have dry skin.
You know what I do though? During the day, if I am wearing makeup and I'm feeling like it's getting lackluster, I'll spray it in the middle of the day to
Yes.
freshen it up. That makes a difference.
For sure.
Okay,
I'm gonna do it for you. Just close your eyes.
God,
There you go. It's a nice spray.
it is. I feel my hair just got drenched.
Mascara. I have been loving and using the roller lash from Benefit.
Wow.
This is an old favorite. I've spoken about this a lot recently. Makes them look so curled and long and like thick and separated. Everything good.
So my mascara, because we're not going to share mascaras, I have two that I'm liking right now. The Marc Jacobs, this was a sample size, and this one, the Maybelline, which is very similar to that one. It has a very similar brush. Oh, it's huge. Look at the difference.
But it's a similar, like, plasticky
So
wand.
I'll use that one because it's similar to what you're using. I must say, though, I usually curl my lashes before because my lashes really don't go up unless I curl them.
Yeah, I almost never curl my lashes. Like, I do when
So how do they go
when
up?
it's in front of me.
How are they up like that?
It's this mascara. I'm
How does
telling
it curl
you.
your lashes?
It's literally that's why it's called the roller lash.
I know, but how does it do that?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
And do you put it on the bottom?
Yes, I have been putting a little bit of mascara
Yeah,
on the
I
bottom.
always do because I find I need that definition.
I go through phases. Sometimes I love bottom mascara. And
Wait, we didn't put
sometimes
a line on.
I don't put a line.
Oh, see, I always put a line.
Well,
Okay, well, it's your makeup day
my
today.
everyday makeup. Okay, so while you're finishing up your mascara, I'll talk about the lip. Okay, so for the lips, I haven't really been doing anything special. Lately, I haven't even really been lining my lips. Again, I go through phases where I go all out, liner, lipstick, 2 different lip glosses, but sometimes I just want like a nice tinted lip balm. And lately I've been using the Fresh Sugar Spice lip balm because it gives a really nice warm tint to the lips, and it's also really hydrating and just easy to wear. Okay, so I do actually have a fresh one for you.
Oh, good. Thank you.
What do you think? I feel like you don't do tinted lip balms.
I like the feeling of it. I don't like
Like
the
you
color.
like a lip liner. You don't like the color? Let me see. It's not horrible. It's just like it's not your tone.
No, we're gonna do.
not your
We're gonna
tone.
put something else on
Okay,
because
1 second.
I need something a little. I'm not good with orange, as we know. Okay, so we're gonna use. I love this lifter gloss. This is Color Stone. I think this will work.
I love the lifter glosses too. This is often a product I use every day as well. That's nice.
There we go.
Love
Much
that.
better.
So Mom, that's it.
Well,
That's my everyday look.
I'm very happy with your everyday look. It may become my everyday look right now.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that is it. That is my everyday look on myself as well as on my mom. I think she looks beautiful. I really
Thank you.
love the base specifically. I think it's really, really nice.
I found some new goodies.
Yeah. And next time, perhaps we will do my mom's everyday routine on myself. Last time we did it, I learned a lot. So
It's true. I put things places where you never thought they'd go.
yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Hit the thumbs up button. Otherwise, you're going to make my mom cry. And why would you want to do that? Subscribe. Otherwise, you're also going to make my mom cry. And why would you want to do that?
Yes.
And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.